Hey, it's Delta Tech here, and I'm just doing a scenic tour from Bravil to Leyawiin. Basically, I decided to do these because most people fast travel. They don't have the patience to appreciate the epic scenery in Oblivion. So I thought I'd do one of these tours. Now, first, I'll talk about Bravil. We're coming up to a skip part. I just decided to edit out the fighting footage because my difficulty is on a bit harder, so it takes a bit longer than normal. Bravil is south of the Imperial City. It's described as one of the poorest towns in Cyrodiil, which you can tell from the architecture, which is shack-like and stacked upon each other. And there's actually a river that runs through the town, which is like Shadenhall and places like that. The special features is also the Lucky Old Lady, where you can get luck from if you activate the statue. And yeah, it's basically all about Bravil. Oh, also they host the Bayron stables, which is where I got this horse. The Bayron horses, I think, are about 2,000 or something.
I'm on your side.
Gold. I didn't edit out that fight, 'cause I don't know, just escape the editing process. Now along the place, I know there's 3 forts, and they're the 4 Irony, Charactus, and another one, but I can't remember the other name. There's also 3 caves, which is Reedstand, Rockmilk, and Undertow. Along this road somewhere. I don't really visit them, it's just going along the road. So if there's a cave along the road, you might spot it. But I don't deviate from it that much. There's also 4 settlements. Border Watch, which I do go to, that's the Khajiit settlement, which is hidden up a bit. And there's Water's Edge, and the White Stallion Lodge, which you can get on early. It's if you don't have money to buy a house, you can get that early on by doing a quest with Mazoga the Orc. It's just basically a free house to store your stuff, because the chests don't respawn every 3 days like other places, like the Mage's Guild and stuff like that. And there's also a 4th one, which is Greyland, which is actually a bit further past Leyawiin, so you don't see that one either. That's just one of the forts there. There are also a few shrines on this road, but I don't really remember where they were. And I do remember one of the Daedric quests is on this road. I have a sneaking suspicion it's the Azura one. Yeah, that's just me getting a great look over the river, which I really should get the name of that, or ocean, or whatever it's called, whatever the big bodies of land that aren't exactly as huge to be an ocean. Oh yeah, it's the Nibbin Bay, which we were looking onto. This is actually one of my favourite roads to travel. It's quite scenic. You've got the incorporation of the Nibbin Bay and the beautiful forest. Well, they're not exactly forests, but the beautiful views. It's not exactly flat. As you can see, there's a lot of hills.
Greetings.
So it's very varied. This is one of the roads I don't fast travel a lot. I like to kind of not fast travel. While it does save time, it kind of ruins the immersion of it all.
Do you want something from me?
And that's just looking around. It is quite good if you can pump up the graphics. I mean, it's such a beautiful game, especially with the overhaul mods. I don't have an overhaul mod installed at the moment, because I just reinstalled this game. However, I do have the Travelling Merchants mod, which you can see from the many people on the road. I just think it adds a bit of atmosphere, while it does glitch up sometimes and they will just stop and drop dead, which isn't exactly that bad. You can loot their bodies. It does add a lot of atmosphere. Also, if you're sick of getting attacked by wolves and things like that, if they're around, they will stop and help you and fight, which is kind of nifty. If I left in the fighting footage, you would have seen if whenever something chased me, I would run up to one of the travelling merchants and so they would help me. Passing here, it's always interesting with the Traveling Merchants mod. There's always, as you can see, they're fighting in the background. There's always, thieves there, fighting with the merchants. Now, we're getting to a point where the footage gets a bit inconsistent. My game crashed. Yes, I've heard Oblivion does that. And I think we're getting close to the settlements now. Yeah, I just kept on running. My horse was on low health and I didn't want it to die.
Stay away!
Yeah. We're up to a settlement now. Now this is Water's Edge. And I think I go up to Border Watch, which is hidden behind that town. There's no road leading up to it, interestingly. And Border Watch is a Khajiit settlement. It is one of the Daedric quest items. Sorry if that spoiled it for anything, but you know, it's obviously there for a reason. Yep, I'm heading up to it now. By the way, this footage was pre-recorded, I'm just talking over it, so I can't talk and steer a horse at the same time. It requires concentration.
Whatever shall we do?
The horror. The horror.
Must
We
admit,
should get out of
the
here.
quest associated
We should
with
get
this
out of here.
village was one of the funnest ones I've done.
The horror.
Whatever shall
If
we
you've
do?
done it, you know what I mean, and if you haven't done it, I suggest you do, because it's pretty fun. However, I did get stuck on it. I had to ask my sister what to do, which is a bit embarrassing. And I continue back on the course. That's the only time I do deviate from the path. I considered showing caves and things like that, but the video would just be too long. I might do separate videos of them. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of traveling merchants. It just adds so much more immersion
Hail,
to the
good
game.
citizen.
And we are up to the White Stallion Lodge, which, as I said before, is a good quest to do early on. It's a quest associated with Leyawiin. You go see the count and he'll tell you to deal with the orc. And once you complete the quest, you can just put all your loot there that you don't want to sell. And there's also a bed. And we're getting up to the city now. Okay, we're coming up to the city of Leyawiin, which is near swampland of the Niven River. It's divided into 4 districts, which is the Chapel District, Guild Plaza, Main Street, and Castle Leyawiin. That place there, the stables, is where you can get the cheapest horses, which are the paint horses, for 500 gold. Now, it's not exactly worth it, because if you deliver the amulet quest, you get the horse for free, the Primeval horse, which is a paint horse, which is essentially the same thing. And Leyawiin has mainly a population of Khajiit and Argonian. Okay, this run is from Brazil to Leyawiin on the Green Road.